What's going on? This is JDB here, back with another video. This news story is from Yahoo.com. It says Aisha Tyler and her husband of 20 years are divorcing. Now, I saw this on Facebook and I saw how a lot of guys were happy and they were basically making fun at her expense. Now, I'm not going to really do that, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to logically break this down. And I'm going to try to be as fair and balanced as possible, because I really feel like I really don't want to be happy at someone getting fired. I just, not fired, getting divorced. Especially Aisha Tyler, because she's always seemed cool to me. She doesn't seem like the type of black female who throws her interracial relationship in people's face. And besides, she's been married to this guy for 20 years. He probably dated her and married her when a lot of brothers probably wasn't even checking for her. So I'm just want to let you all know that up front. I'm letting y'all know up front that if y'all were in high school with her, you probably wouldn't have dated her, because you probably would have thought she was goofy and geeky and lame. Okay, not your type. But anyway, it says Aisha Tyler's husband, Jeff, I think it's Teachings or Tiengens. I don't know how you spell that shit. I'm gonna just say her husband Jeff filed for divorce earlier this month after 20 years of marriage. ET can confirm. Tyler and Jeff, who tied the knot in 1994 after striking up a relationship in college, legally separated January of 2015. So they've been separated for about a year. Uh, Jeff, an attorney by trade, is not currently seeking spousal support, but indicated in his divorce petition that he is reserving the right to do so at a later date. Let me just break that down. See, him basically saying that lets you know that the guy is probably unemployed, or he's not making as much money as she is. So what he's doing is weighing his options. Usually that's what women are able to do. But because she's been in the spotlight for a while, she's been doing movies and TV, and now she's on a television show. And I think she's doing some other things on TV as well. She's more visible. She's making more money than him. And what's interesting is that he filed for divorce. But it doesn't surprise me, because a lot of these sisters will marry outside of their race, but they're not the ones getting a divorce. It's usually the men getting the divorce. It's because they will fight harder for that relationship than they would for the men of their own race. I mean, it is what it is. But back to the article. While neither party has commented on the reasons behind the split, Tyler, 45, has been vocal about the couple's inability to conceive children. So that may play a part into it. The talk co-host got candid about their fertility struggles on CBS daytime panel talk show back in September 2013, where she opened up about the couple's numerous failed the in vitro fertilization treatments, and revealed that doctors have given her less than 5% chance to ever get pregnant. Wow. The hardest part, I think, is really loving my husband, Tyler said at the time. He is such a good person. He would be such a great father. Well, he's such a good guy that he decided to divorce you, but that's subject for another video. I think that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. I think that's the only article I saw on it, because I kept seeing it on Facebook, so I said, what the hell, why don't I do a video on it? And I think that's the only article that was for it. Now, I will say this. The fact that he has an option to seek spousal support lets you know that she was basically married to a guy who never in that relationship made more money than her. But she was okay with that. There is no way in the world she would have stayed in a relationship with a black man who was making less than her. Let's just be real. Let's just be real. Because she'd been talking to all her girlfriends like, girl, you need to divorce him. He ain't making as much as you. He ain't on your level. Well, you have a guy who they said was an attorney at trade, but never said whether the guy was an attorney or not. They didn't even say whether the guy was practicing law or not. So obviously he went to law school, or went to school for law, and obviously didn't become an attorney because he is weighing options to seek spousal support. I mean, if that doesn't tell you that she's probably always made the most money in that relationship, I don't know what does. But she stayed with him for 20 years and had no issues with her making more money than him. Even though you have all of these sisters getting on TV talking about how they want a man on their level, they're not going to settle for less. She settled for less because if she didn't, he wouldn't be talking about getting spousal support. It is what it is. Lawyers make a lot of money. Okay? They make a lot of money. And the fact that she was making more money than him and they've been together for 20 years and he's the one who divorced her or who sought divorce, that lets you know that there are women like her who will put up with dealing with broke white men or non-black men, and they have no issue with that. They have no issue with that. But let him be a black man, and that relationship wouldn't have lasted 2 or 3 years. Because she would have got pressure from her family, pressure from her friends that she need to date up, that man ain't on her level. She was married to this guy, 20 years? So out of all those 20 years, he was never on her level? Come on. Anyway. Also, I think they had, problems. They had other issues as well. But it's just interesting that, she was the one making the money and he was the one who was attorney at trade and never said whether he was a practicing attorney or not. That was very interesting. It's almost like they tried to try not to make him seem like a bum. So, if I got anything wrong in this article, because I'm reading the one off Yahoo, so if there's anything I missed, you can you can say it in the comment section. I'm just reading the one from Yahoo.com. Okay, just reading the one from Yahoo.com. So let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. What you think about these men having these options of seeking spousal support. That's it.